Syngenta Crop Protection Canada and C&M Seeds present the Wheat School on RealAgriculture.com. So Scott, let's talk about wheat midge. Traditionally, I think we thought wheat midge is more of a Saskatchewan issue, but you're telling me before that maybe we need to be a little bit thinking about it in Alberta as well.
Yeah, we've for the past 5 years been following wheat midge very closely in Alberta, and every year we survey further south. This year we're finding that actually the hot spot for wheat midge in Alberta is centered around the county of Wheatland. So that's Calgary area.
So what's the reason for the spread?
It's a very mobile insect, and it actually likes a little bit wetter conditions. So what we're seeing is that with the wet years we've had in southern Alberta, the wheat midge is actually doing very well in that the wheat production area, Wheatland, into County of Vulcan, over into Foothills and Rocky View. So a lot further south than we expected. We've also started surveying in irrigated wheat in southern Alberta, and we're starting to see a build-up in some of the irrigated wheat growing areas as well. Newell County now has got problems in irrigated wheat.
So what kind of damage can wheat midge cause?
Wheat midge, it's the larval stage. It's actually a fly, and the larval stage, the little maggot, feeds on the developing kernel, and the damage can range from very slight grade reductions to full-out yield destruction.
Like 100%, like destruction?
There are cases now in Montana, in the Flathead Valley, where they've lost essentially the entire crops. Yes.
So how do we prevent it? What on our farms? What do we do to stop the impact?
So the big thing, I guess, is there's management, and then you're going to have to do some control if they're big enough numbers. So what we're seeing with in Alberta is we haven't had really big numbers. We haven't seen the big damage, but we're right on the verge of that if we get conditions that line up perfectly. So what farmers can do is seed early. In Saskatchewan, seeding has moved earlier in the wheat midge areas, and they've managed their way out of a bit of the problem. We now have some midge-tolerant wheat varieties that farmers should be assessing. We have sprays if the numbers are more.
So you can spray for it?
Yeah, absolutely. It can be sprayed for.
When does the damage occur?
The damage actually occurs as the kernel develops. So the spraying, we have to spray to kill the adults before the eggs are laid. So the spraying actually happens late June, early July.
Okay.
So
cool. Thanks, Scott.
Okay.